Hi, my name's Dr. Ross Hauser. Welcome to the Hauser Neck Center here in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm here with Lossy from Texas, and I guess you're just about ready to get your 5th prolotherapy visit, right?
That's correct, doctor.
And then what brought you to Caring Medical?
Well, this has been a long journey to actually get to this great facility for help. But I've been facing for the past 5 years dizziness spells, like out of the sudden just walking or going my normal life stuff, working. And just by that triggers me to some anxiety also. So it was dizziness and anxiety at the same time. And I went to several doctors, went to a cardiologist, went to, the first one was an ENT doctor, and he's actually sent me to a cardiologist, did a bunch of testing, and every year, the testing was normal, everything was okay. And the next year I did the same cycle, a couple of ENTs, neurologists, another cardiologist, and I've been like that for 5 years already. Then I switched to kind of alternative medicine, so I went to medical functional medicine and also with NUCA treatment, and I feel in acupuncture too. So I basically did all I can to kind of feel better, but really nothing improved.
Your job, you're a civil engineer. Why don't you explain your job, and then are you on the computer a lot?
Yeah, mixed work, field work, so I have to go to the field to see the progress, and also I'm going to my office as well to work in the computer. So it's basically like 50-50.
Okay, and you guys build, like you said, you build oil plants or?
Correct, yeah.
Around the globe?
Correct, yeah. But mainly I've been in the US for the past 7 years. I've been in Pennsylvania, Texas, and Louisiana as well, yeah.
And then was it affecting your job or not really? You just would burrow through, or was it affecting your job, like the dizziness?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, because it's in my daily life, either going to work just to sitting down in my office and looking down, feeling dizzy, or if I needed to go to a meeting. And I have some tips from you to actually do some position and improve that. But definitely was affecting my work and my personal life. I love cooking, and I couldn't do that either. So it was basically narrowing me down to stay in a room, basically. So it was pretty dark.
Because you seem like kind of an alpha female mover and shaker kind of a person, right? So
absolutely.
It was like really hard because you didn't have any control of like.
Yeah.
Here, just out of curiosity, when you laid down, did you feel better?
If I lay down, I do feel better, and it's an interesting question because 2 years ago, when I came from work tired, my instinct tell me go and lay down flat in the floor. So I did that for like 10 minutes after I came from work, like kind of it was a habit. But then of course I went back to my normal feeling of feeling awful. But that was a little bit of a thing that I was
try to help us experience what you experienced, like as much detail as you could, because when somebody says dizzy or lightheaded, it doesn't even seem like it's a big deal, right? Like, whenever Marion sees me, she gets a little bit lightheaded, because she's so in love with me. No, little joke. But,
good one.
No, so try to explain like just how debilitating the dizziness and the lightheadedness and.
Yeah, it's like it's a psychological too issue, because you feel dizzy and you're feeling like you want to pass out as well, because that's part of my symptoms, and you don't want to have this sensation like all the time. And because that also triggers like an anxiety, so heart palpitations, anxiety, and feeling that I'm gonna pass out. So you pretty much wanted to stop doing whatever you're doing to kind of recuperate and feel better. So it's dizziness, but it comes with other symptoms within. So going to for a grocery shopping, going for an airport, going to even a restaurant. So I'm always stressed to do anything, basically, yeah.
And then, so prior to 5 years ago, you weren't an anxious person. Like, you don't appear to me like you'd be somebody who was prone to getting anxiety and stuff.
Not at all. I'm always been like a go-to person, and I'm from Colombia, so I came here, transferred from my company to work over here in the U.S. and no problem. I'm always, trying to do my best, and and this issue is been limiting me out 100%.
What do you think caused it? Like, I know we did a digital motion X-ray and you had instability, and we'll talk about your response to prolotherapy, but what do you think ultimately led to it?
So I did have an accident 20 years ago. A car hit me from the back, and but at that point, the insurance sent me to a chiropractor, did some X-rays, and nothing was found at the moment. But probably that plus posture. I'm a lefty, and normally lefty right really funky per se. So I think I'm always like my head is always down, like looking like tilty and so.
And then your career is just like there's a lot of stuff you have to do on the computer.
Correct, absolutely, yeah. A lot of.
Just in your career, were you mostly looking down at the computer, or you had your computer up?
Well, these feelings led me to. I feel better when I'm looking down.
Okay.
And then that was the reason why I stayed like in that position for years, because actually probably have to do with it. When I had COVID 2 years ago, so I have all these symptoms with COVID, fever, and all this type of stuff. But I needed to walk like a 100 years old person, because if I move up, my whole world will kind of
get
dizzy.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then you're here for your 5th visit of prolotherapy.
Correct.
So tell us what has been your response to.
So it's been a journey, and a hopeful journey for sure. When I found you guys online, I was looking at all these videos and all this information, that great information that you put in, and I feel totally related to it, and identify that this is gonna be a good place, and that I'm gonna get the treatment that I need.
Yes.
So it's been an awesome journey. Basically, and I'm feeling better for sure. I'm not that scared now to go out, and the symptoms are going less.
You think like you're 50% better, or where would you say you're at?
I might say that I'm between 60-70%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Well, just out of curiosity, do you have, like during the day, some of the time are you asymptomatic, or just the dizziness has gone down by 70%?
It's strange in the morning when I just wake up. I have to easy in the day.
Okay.
And so the mornings are a little rough, and then but in the afternoon it gets better, and then when I'm tired at night, that's when also it kicks off again. So it's like on and off per se. Yeah.
But you're saying, so what are some things that you're doing now that you didn't do before you started prolotherapy?
So right now I feel more at ease, honestly, and that's an improvement. For sure. Because
so you haven't had the episodes of boom, 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 boom?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
I feel the anxiousness is less, for sure. It's been, I might say that 70% is a really good improvement, because I didn't want it to go anywhere, and been trying to go back to normal.
And probably you're more effective at work, right? You can work better.
Yeah. Now as I was telling you that I'm more at ease, so I go out to the field now to check on those instructions, stuff like that, and the progress of the work, and I feel better, less anxious about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
No, I just appreciate you sharing your story, and then hopefully we'll get you all the way better.
Absolutely. Thank you, doctor, for having me.